Well, because most of the time when you look at your Instagram, a lot of the times we're lucky and we'll be able to shoot with no one in the background. But there's something about the illusion that you're alone that makes for a better picture. Like having people in the background walking
Yep.
takes away from whatever that Instagram aesthetic is.
Yeah. And it's funny you bring that up. When we were in DC for that event, we took some pictures in front of the hotel, but there were so many people behind us. And I ended up using this and I was able to crop people out.
Was it the couple that was talking to us?
No, that was in New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And you were so upset that I kept turning around.
Well, there's times that I get really concerned because I've never been, like I've directed like a couple things that we've done, but I get into this mode when there's something I know I want and it's a 1 in a million thing. Like we'll be sitting there and I'm trying all these different shots. I'm like, this sucks. It's average. It's normal. And then all of a sudden I'll be like, this is the shot. And if someone's in my way or someone like the wind's blowing your hair the perfect way, I just get like emotional. And I'm like that director that people talk about, but I bet you that's how people are on set. Like you have to learn patience. Because there's times that we were at another hotel and I remember this guy, I think I've told the story before where you were sitting there and like he was looking at the menu and I'm like, you clearly see I'm taking a photo. Like just move.
Just move. Just
and
move.
I was
out
literally
of
like,
the
excuse
shot.
me. I was like, can you move? And like, I didn't mean to be rude, but I was so blown away. It was like when someone comes to the stall next to you or the treadmill next to you, I'm like, unless he was in his own world. But I wasn't rude. I was just like, hey, do you mind moving? Which is rude in itself, but I was polite by asking.
But unless you're on the other end of the camera and have experience, you don't truly understand like getting that shot. Even when we were shooting after our wedding, there was this amazing wind that was taking place and it was getting my veil just so, and our photographer was just like, oh my gosh, stay right there, let me make sure I got it. And she goes, got it. And we all understood. We knew. We're like, we need this shot. The wind's only going at this certain time in the world to make it just that perfect shot. And she got it.
Yeah, because you want to try to evoke some sort of emotion with the photo.
Yeah.
And there's a lot that goes into that, but it's I guess when it's your work, it's kind of like the feeling you get when I was a server and it's 9:58 and a table of 7 comes in. You're like, we were going to close in 2 minutes. Like everything's clean.
Like,
or if you're just trying to get something done or it's like we're paid to do this and that you just have to put in more time. But there's certain moments with certain light and certain wind and certain accidents that you go, there's only one moment to get this and the moment will pass. And then you have a subpar product. So when you put it out, you're like, that wasn't as good as I knew it could have been. Then you feel like a failure. So I'm very adamant when we go and take our shots. I'm like,
well, and there's so much that goes into it because not only on the director's side of getting the lighting and, just the perfect shot, but on my end too, I'm thinking about all of that. But then I'm like, okay, now I need to make sure I have the right expression on my face, that my body's posed in the correct way. Like all these little things go into it. And so for me, when I go through it, I know you always get so irritated. You're like, babe, you're going through all those pictures, but I need all those pictures because I know what I'm looking for when I pick photos, and everything else can look great. But if the product or whatever it might be just doesn't look as good, I'm like, I can't.
yeah.
So there's a lot that goes into getting a picture you don't realize.
Yeah, and the way that we do it, there's only one other person who I've ever taken photos with. Oh man, they were badass photos too. I was just new on the scene in 90210, and I went out with this guy, and he was just rogue. Like I've never, because most photo shoots, our wedding, she was rogue.
Yeah.
But most photo shoots I have, there's like, I don't even know what you call them, but there's like someone holding like a white balance or something, and there's like all this checking and all this this stuff and pose and moments and this other guy just took a camera and went out with me and we just took pictures in moments, and that's how we shoot. Where I don't have any training on a camera. Everything's auto, but I rely on the moment to be captured. Because if it's the most professional $8,000 camera with a $700 an hour person, and it's the perfect shot, but the emotion's not there, the background's not there, and the emotion's not there, aesthetically it's perfect, but it's missing the soul.
Yep.
I feel we know how to capture the soul, and then filters and apps can fix because we take amazing photos, and it's a stock camera. And I have no idea what shutter is or balance or color. Like, I know nothing but the stock photo, and we rely solely on capturing moments at certain angles.
Yeah.
And then rely on that. So I don't know why I've never put in the time like these professionals, because they take great shots.
Yep.
But we kind of just do this rogue thing like that guy did with me back in the day, and it was some of my favorite pictures I ever got.
But that's with you too. You love those actual real moments. Like when we're shooting, you'll do certain things or whatever it is that we're doing, we try and capture that.
Those are things that we learned over time, but we started really taking it serious in Mexico, in Playa del Carmen.
Yeah, that was
on that wedding trip we went on.
February of 2018. Wow, that's 3 years ago.
Almost 3 years ago, where we really started enjoying the art of it, where it wasn't just go take a picture. We were like, wait a minute, your dress is blowing in the wind, or go sit next to these bikes, or we just kind of figured it out.
Yeah.
Because we watched people on Instagram and go, this looks cool, and then we tried to
And what's crazy is I had gotten my first brand deal back then, and it was with Johnny Walker, and we're like, how cool that we can go to Mexico and shoot on the beach. Now, this was our first time doing a brand deal, so we weren't looking at all the little specs and requirements. And remember, we bought those small shooters, the Johnny Walker, and we took these badass, cool photos. And then I sent them in. They go, no, they want the 750 milliliter bottle, as it says in the instructions.
So all the photos that we took in Mexico to promote their brand, it was the wrong size bottle.
Yes. Remember that?
So we had to just take normal ones back at our apartment in Pasadena.
Yep. But I think we even dressed the bedroom for, it was Valentine's Day. And remember, we had the chocolates. We were on the bed with the balloons and the Johnny Walker. So they turned out really cute. But all those pictures, we couldn't use any of them. But now we know.
You have to read the fine detail, yeah.
Practice makes perfect. Now we know.
That was a really big brand, and I get it, but there's still brands that we work with that are so specific that I'm just like, there's no need.
No.
Like, they're very, very adamant about use this hashtag. It's got to be like this. It's got to be like this. I was like, most people, it's all brand awareness. Mm-hmm. People are going to flick through your Instagram stories. Some are going to click. Most are just going to see the brand and go, ooh, Burger King. And they might go to Burger King in 3 weeks because they saw it.
Sure.
But to have it's this hashtag and it's got to be this whole thing. It's just like, give the creators the control, considering this is what we do.
Yeah.
And we'll incorporate your brand the way we think our audience would accept it the best.
Yep.
And if people buy it, they do. If not, it's free brand awareness.
Yep. And also, too, for the creators, we know what our audience is going to like and what's going to feel good and how to reach them in an organic matter. Yeah. They don't really know that. And I understand, too, following along with hashtags if they're building a campaign around it. But some are really strict. And it's just like, let the creator do their thing and get the message across. So, but that was a fun learning experience.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a cool world. It's definitely a cool world. And yet again, it's like, once everything opens back up, it's like, it's going to be nice to like go do things and grab amazing shots.
I know. And we can still do that, but it's different now because I'm even going, there's this place called Wall Crawl here. And it's all these different sets that you can go shoot at. And it's so crazy. Funny enough, we partnered up with the makeup artist and the photographer from our wedding because we all hit it off so well. So we're all going to do a collab. And we're going to go there. But I was reading all the fine print for this place. And you have to set it up by appointment. So we're going from like, say, 1 to 2 p.m. But they wanted to make sure that when you're there, you have your mask on. And then whoever is being shot, they can take it down at the first set, get their pictures, put it back on, go to the next set, take it. You know, there's so much that goes into it now because of the masks. It's an added stress.
What are some of the backgrounds?
Well, they're all different. So they're just different sets. They have some really cool, there's kind of like this movie theater one and then like this candy one. They're just really cool and girly and fun and bold. And I was just like, how fun to make some different looks and shoot.
So you essentially will put on an outfit. You'll go sit in a fake bathtub with a beautifully set thing that's as big as like a closet. And then you'll take a picture, be able to post it on Instagram, move to the next set, which is like a movie theater. And it's like Candyland. And then it's, so you can take all these pictures, get a few looks, and then space them out on your Instagram.
Yeah. And I always thought it would be cool to go do that. But, you know, a lot of these shots that we do, like ourselves, I just do a little makeup. Like, I'm not the greatest at makeup. I mean, I can put on some eyeliner and eyelashes, but like, I mean the like smoky eye and the eyeshadow and the contour. I don't know how to do all that, but this makeup artist does. So it'll be fun to do actual, real photos that are lifestyle and fun, but actually done up.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what's really neat too, is being able to find people. And we had a gentleman, Hector, who was amazing photographer in LA that we're always going to remember, because one day there's going to be something big that happens, and he's going to be one of the people on the team that we reach out to see if he wants the job, because he was so gracious with his time. Is finding, and I always tell inspiring actors this: if you're living in a small town, build an Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, but ask around who does lighting, who does audio, who does directing, who has the camera equipment, who are the actors, who are the writers, and you should all work for free to put something out and tag your name. So people go, who directed this? Who did the makeup? Who did the hair? Who's this actor? Who's this writer? And you all help each other. So you are the talent in this that's working for free. The photographer, Victoria, is working for free. And Liz, the makeup artist, is working for free. But you three collabing, and when your photo comes out on Instagram, people are going to go, when you're going to see her credit, photo by Victoria, makeup by Liz. Now they're getting exposure for free to spend an hour of their time. And now you three are all helping each other with that exposure. And that's the beautiful thing. And that's why I've always had this deep want when it comes to making films. People should work for free.
I know.
Because you're going to get the exposure that's going to give you the job. Sometimes the crew, not so much, but if everyone worked for free, you could put something out. Because it's not about making money up top. It's about making a name for yourself so that people with money will hire you next.
Yes. Well, and it was really cool too, because on the photographer as well as makeup artist, and they get to use these photos for, lookbooks for their Instagram to continue to promote their business. But I love too that they're both so down for, both of the ladies, for like TikToks. Like, they're just wonderful, and they get it. They understand, like, hey, this is the new way of the world. Like, we got to feed the machine with content, and we all are partnering up. So I'm just really stoked. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and, we'll get some really cool shots.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. We'll do a little behind the scenes.
Hey there! Thank you so much for stopping by our channel and checking out a clip of the Freddie and Alyssa Show. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future clips or highlights from the Freddie and Alyssa Show. And if you want full episodes of the Freddie and Alyssa Show, vlogs, and one-off videos, check out our main YouTube channel. The link is in the description. Again, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next video.